All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, South Bay. I'm Jeff Pollard at Jeff Pollard 11 and solarpowerthepeople.org. I'm with Joy Miyatake. Joy, what is it you do? Tell me about yourself.
Hey, I am a yoga therapist and underwater photographer. So I have been working with clients who have deep traumas or intergenerational traumas for a long time, actually. I've started working in this field in 2008 and just continued to do the yoga therapy, and recently became very passionate about photography because it's been in my family for 100 years. So I've combined my process.
Cool. Can you tell me a little more if somebody were to look in and search you, what is there a specific trauma? I'm not too familiar with all these terms
Sure.
and stuff.
So what I've done for 4 years is I've worked with Cambodian genocide survivors, and that means I've worked with people who've experienced very firsthand primary trauma. I've also worked with their grandchildren, so that's what we would call intergenerational trauma. And that's the extreme example of clients that I've worked with. And I've also worked with clients like us, like normal people who haven't experienced traumas of genocide, make better healthier choices in their lives, healthier relationships, and get people into better states of health. So if you Google me, you may also see that I do love underwater photography, and you'll see a lot of photos. That's why I always put it out there, because people may see my profile and be like, cool, trauma. And why are there all these underwater pictures? It's because it's one of my passions, I guess.
Yeah, no, every time I kind of feel a little stressed out, I do find myself going to the ocean and just going underwater and swimming because the sensory overload. You just get total quiet. You just get to be in this serene thing. So I get it. I love it. Is there any intermingling? Silly question, but is there anything that is like yoga and water together or no?
Well, I am running this retreat coming up, and I've
Okay.
done I did a yoga underwater retreat in January in Yucatan, and that will come again next January. But right now I'm promoting the retreat in Cambodia. And what we're doing is a series of healing ceremonies for the land, for the people, and for the attendees of the ceremony who are coming with me. So we're working very closely with with locals there and the groups of people that I've been working with for on and off for four years. So during the pandemic, I've worked mostly worked all virtually, and
Mhm.
I'm excited to bring people back and to reunite with the beautiful cultures there. We're going to do dance. We're going to see a lot of the country together and
Terrific.
get some really amazing photographs.
Well, all those that are kind of watching this for information and links and info to our Cambodian trip will all be in the below descriptions and all in the social media and stuff like that. I mean, check it out. That'd be really cool. Is there anything because you're in the South Bay area also in California for anyone watching internationally. Uh, is there anything that they can find you locally that you're doing also in the near future?
Yeah, most of my work is virtual because even though I'm based in the South Bay, I pretty much travel. I just got back from speaking in London and diving and doing photography in the Cornwall region. So yeah,
Cool.
you caught me as soon as I got back, and I'll be here for another couple months. But usually, yes, I do see in-person clients when I'm doing my onboarding,
Okay.
because we can do some very powerful healing work together if we meet in person. But also, it really just works very well online. So it's possible to meet with me in person. It's I offer really great packages for my virtual clients so that they have access to me within 24 hours. So
Okay.
um, by messaging me directly, they can experience the transformational power of what I get to do, the intergenerational yoga therapy or intergenerational trauma yoga therapy,
Yeah.
and really get some deep healing.
Okay.
Oftentimes what it looks like, though, is that people make some mistakes over and over again. They don't realize why they're doing it.
Hmm.
And I think, well, gee, I've been doing this same thing in the same way for a long time. And if it resonates with you that you might not have, like that you might be feeling fear against something that seems completely irrational, it's probably in your history, in your family DNA, somewhere behind you. And fortunately, I have the tools to eliminate that. And I'm very lucky that I got to work on that for myself and share it with the world.
Terrific. To kind of wrap this whole thing up, what is something that you would ideally want to kind of help build your world? What kind of maybe hardships you've hit as you were building this community for yourself? And what kind of advice, whether it's simple, unrelated to yoga, it could be whatever you think, just makes the world a better place. So, with
I
those
say
kind of,
mindset and perception are the biggest things. And what came to mind as you're asking various questions now is
yeah,
go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated.
okay, okay, I
Because
like that.
once you're creating the world, you get to create the world and the people who surround you.
Okay,
And
and
if you
that will
feel that,
help you.
yeah, that you feel that inch, it's that ounce of, gee, I don't know if they really like me here. You'll find the people that resonate, that lift you up, that build you up, and you want to stick around those people. So I thank you for creating this community and
Yeah.
inviting me to celebrate a bit of what I get to do. And I feel
Yeah.
like this is a really wonderful thing that you've created here, Jeff. So thank you.
No, thank you for joining in on this. Well, thank you for this quick chat. All her info will be there. I'm talking to Joy Miyatake, and I really appreciate it. I hope we can chat again in the future.
Thanks so much.
All right, you take care.